Okay, so I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let's get into this Superman, pretty much new rumors and whatnot that continues upon the Ultraman stuff. Let's go. So essentially, Superman has been active for a couple of years and struggling to reconcile his human upbringing with his Kryptonian heritage. Obviously, a struggle between the things. It kind of seems like his younger years, but once again, this isn't an origin film, so whatever. As Clark Kent, he works in the Daily Planet with Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and Perry White. Once again, something we've seen in every single one of the Superman movies. Nothing seems to be new yet. Most superheroes like Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, Guy Gardner, and the Engineer are edgy and kill when necessary. Okay, so we're obviously setting up that they all kill and Superman probably doesn't. Superman, an outcast among them for his optimism and no-kill rule. Well, could have guessed that. And ultimately inspires them to change their ways. The Boy Scout's going to try to teach everybody else not to be a bad guy. Lex Luthor is running for president and Miss Testmacher as his assistant and Otis as his enforcer. He creates a murderous clone of Superman dubbed Ultraman to turn public opinion against Superman. The heroes go after Superman but realize Luthor has manipulated them and joined forces with Superman to fight Ultraman after he goes rogue and threatens to destroy the world. Ultraman slowly deteriorates into Bizarro. Meanwhile, Lois and Jimmy work to expose Luthor. The movie reportedly ends with Superman revealing his secret identity to Lois, Luthor avoiding repercussions and advancing in the presidential race, the U.S. government recruiting the Engineer for the Authority, and Supergirl arriving on Earth. So it sounds like every other movie we've ever seen on Impossible, and it doesn't seem like it's anything different. The Bizarro thing kind of seems just like the Superman and Lois thing, where they constantly kill Bizarro and he gets bigger and bigger and bigger and kind of becomes Doomsday. But this one is more of like Ultraman, and he's slowly like deteriorating, like his suit's breaking down. But I hope the U doesn't turn into a B or like an S or something, like something weird. I don't know what James Gunn's gonna do, but obviously he's dubbing a different look on these characters, because obviously Ultraman is from Earth 3 and he's a twisted version of Superman, but this time he seems like a clone. I think it is kind of cool that, we heard that Lex Luthor is a scientist in this and he builds Ultraman. But the coolest part is that eventually it says, but realize Luthor has manipulated them and joins forces with Superman to fight Ultraman after he goes rogue and threatens to destroy the world. So Ultraman essentially has a change of heart, becomes evil, doesn't want to listen to Luthor, and Luthor and Superman are going to team up. Hoping we get that armor suit that he wears with the Kryptonian stuff. It sounds cool, but once again, the secret identity reveal at the end is so whatever. It's like every other movie possible. Spider-Man's been doing that a lot lately, like with Tom Holland, who reveals to Aunt May, even though it's a secret, and just so on and so forth. Obviously, Luthor getting closer into the presidential race is kind of cool. The Engineer building up to the Authority is really cool. And, Supergirl arriving on Earth is a great way to continue it right off the bat, because as much as I love Snyder, the way that he did Supergirl was kind of like when Superman was exploring the ship and she landed there a long time ago. You had to read the novel that was a tie-in to it in order to find out what happened to her. And then we never found out what happened to her unless you watched The Flash, but it wasn't the same Supergirl. I don't know. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds cool, but I just want to know your guys' thoughts. I wanted to get this out real quick. These are just extra details. Obviously, the scientist part's been there. The Ultraman part's been there. And then, the Ultraman, being a bad guy has been there. So, James Gunn debunking, saying Lex Luthor's the main villain does not debunk Ultraman. Once again, you heard it here first. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.